out the history of the house it happened in. It was built in the late 80s. My wife grew up in the house. The house is not a concrete foundation one but rather lifted off the ground and sitting on cinder blocks. It's a 4-bedroom. The master is in the front with the 3 other rooms down towards the back end of the house. The house is secluded and it sits on a 36-acre family estate. If you blink you will miss the driveway. It was in mid to late 2003 my wife to be had found out she was pregnant and we were just starting our family. I moved into my wife's family home with her parents and older brother and sister. I was working for a soda company at the time and had early morning hours. Her brother and sister would go out and knock on our window to let them back in. Their father was a real strict man. One night my wife and I are asleep and around 2 o'clock or 3 a.m. my wife wakes me up and tells me to open the door for her brother and sister to come in. I wake up, I'm pretty mad considering I have to be at work in a few hours. Walk to the door, open it and say it's open, come in. I get back to bed leaving the door cracked open. As soon as I get back to bed I hear a tap tap. I get mad and tell my wife I already opened the door, they need to stop waking us up. I try to ignore the tapping sound coming from the window. Then we hear the light tapping turn into a louder knock. Finally, after maybe 10 minutes of this, the knocking turns into full-blown bangs at the window. I jump out of bed and open the blinds. My wife and are kind of creeped out, no one is there. I run to the front door where my father-in-law keeps a shotgun at the door for protection against snakes and stray dogs that are vicious. I check to make sure it's loaded and run around the house. There is nothing anywhere, no cars, no animals, nothing, just dead silence. With the sounds of frogs, also there is nothing in front of the window that would do that. No trees or bushes. Till this day we never figured out what it was tapping, knocking and banging on the window. We spoke to my wife's brother and sister the next day when they got home. They said they didn't come home till later the next afternoon. My father-in-law says we just imagined it. I don't understand how 2 people could imagine the same thing. Clive House. As we know, Lord Clive is very famous in both Indian and British history. In Dum Dum, India. This house is still alive with its old heritage, as once upon a time in late 70s, Lord Clive used to spend his time in this house along with his other associates. Further, Lord Clive also used this house as his office